I'm drifting in a swimming pool, sipping a rum drink, and listening to reggae music playing over the chatter of dozens of party guests enjoying a balmy afternoon. My boyfriend drifts nearby. We exchange smiles, powered by the bliss of our surroundings and new love. We're both freckly redheads, so we're wearing lots of 50 SPF sunscreen, but nothing else. Everybody at this party is naked, nonchalantly naked. This is so exactly the way I always thought it would be to spend a lazy afternoon at a tropical island resort. It's hard to believe that we're really in a backyard in suburban Maryland. The naked pool party is a summertime staple in my boyfriend's circle of friends, and this is my first time. The nudity really doesn't bother me. You see, I'm an introvert, so taking off my clothes in front of other people is far less terrifying than the prospect of making small talk with them. And besides, this isn't my first time being naked in front of strangers. There was the day I was born, for example, and I had once tentatively rolled down the top of my bathing suit on a topless beach in Greece, mainly to be able to say that I had done it. But I covered up again pretty quickly for two reasons. I let myself get intimidated by all the beautiful bodies going on around me, and I was creeped out by a local workman who was fully clothed and sitting on a rock nearby, munching on a sandwich while he enjoyed the scenery. So it was my new boyfriend who convinced me to give nudism another try. He is an extrovert. He loves being outdoors, and he loves being naked. And he loves me. In the time that we've been together, we've bonded very deeply, and I trust him to the ends of the earth. So when he introduces me to new experiences like social nudism, I say, please pass the sunscreen. He briefed me in the car on the way to the party. Do you know what the first rule of nudist etiquette is? No pointing and laughing? Well, no, don't do that, but the first rule of nudist etiquette is never sit on any surface without draping your towel over it first. Okay, so like Arthur Dent, I make sure I know where my towel is at all times. And I have this great beach towel. It looks like a giant $100 bill. Ben Franklin face on there and everything. And that's good. It's readily distinguishable from the usual tropical fish and seashell towel that everyone else has. And that's important because the second rule of nudist etiquette is no public exchange of bodily fluids. And I didn't want to risk grabbing the wrong towel to sit on. So, in the month following my naked pool party debut, my boyfriend took me and my $100 towel to a barbecue at a local nudist park up in Maryland, and to a weekend-long clothing optional event at a former summer camp on the Susquehanna. And unlike the Greek beach, at these events, there were all kinds of bodies on display. There were young ones and old ones, all shapes and sizes. All shapes and all sizes. There were bodies with wrinkles, bodies with scars, bodies with tattoos everywhere. And there were bodies that were healthy and bodies that were broken by time or disease or injury. There were smooth bodies and bodies dimpled by cellulite. There were women with surgically enhanced breasts and women with scars where their breasts used to be. I watched a man remove his clothes and his prosthetic legs before he dove into the pool to take a swim. And it was beautiful. You see, people who lament that nudists are usually the people you don't want to see naked in the first place might have a point, and I might be a perfect poster child for that. But really, they don't get it. Nudism isn't a beauty contest. It isn't about wanton exhibitionism, and it isn't about sex. And it certainly isn't about shame or judgment. My new relationship was teaching me to love myself, and nudism was teaching me that true human beauty defies conventional ideals. So I was completely on board when my boyfriend suggested we go to a weekend music festival at a nudist camp in West Virginia. I packed my sunscreen and my $100 towel, and off we went. But in the car on the way, I got a piece of news I hadn't been expecting. You do know this is a family camp, right? There's probably going to be some kids there. I did not know that. I didn't know how to feel about that. I had become quite comfortable being naked in front of other adults, but this here was something else. So I did a little Googling on my phone, and I learned that family nudism is perfectly natural, quite normal. And more to the point, nudist parents watch out for their kids' welfare just as much, or maybe even more, than any other parent. So armed with that information, and with my boyfriend's assurance that we could leave if I wasn't 100% comfortable, we pressed on. And when we got to the festival, there was indeed one kid in attendance. An 8-year-old boy, although he could have been 7, was there with his parents and his grandparents. And he was perfectly at ease. He was running around the grassy amphitheater playing tag with his grandma. Just a normal kid. Just a normal kid without clothes. But they were sitting way over on the other side from where we were, so I was able to relax and enjoy being with my sweetie and listening to live music and seeing all the familiar faces of people I had met at previous nudist events. And I had a great time. I shopped for swag at the vendor area. Oh, and I met naked firemen from a nearby town at their, they had a fundraising booth. So that was cool. Fundraising. And I ate an Italian sausage on a bun without irony. I was in heaven. It was as if I had been born naked. But on the second day, sometime in the afternoon, I was walking by the swimming pool with my $100 towel draped around my shoulders. And a voice from the pool said, "Hey, I like your towel." So as I turned toward the voice, I made a lame joke. "Thanks. Guess how much it cost?" The voice belonged to the kid, and he was right there, just a few feet away from me. I froze. Every fiber of my comfort and confidence in nudist culture was stripped away, and alarm bells went off in my head. I'm naked, and I'm talking to an 8-year-old boy, and he's naked too. Oh my God, and his mom is right there, and she's naked too. Oh my God, run away, run away. Oh my God, oh. My panic mounted as Mom swam over to the kid and put her arm around him, presumably to protect him from the perverted lady with the kid bait novelty towel. It was just a matter of time before she hollered for someone to call the cops. And then Mom pointed at me and laughed. Even in my panic state, I knew that wasn't cool. Hey lady, that's not proper nudist etiquette. But she was talking to her son. She was saying, "See honey," she's joking, She's trying to make you think that her towel really cost $100. Oh. The kid finally got the joke, and he started to laugh too. But bless his naked little heart, he didn't point. Thank you.